And we are on openwordnews.com. This is RGV El Guy. I have the pleasure of being out here in Cameron County today, out here on this rainy day here in Brownsville. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great. Good afternoon to you and to all your listeners.
Oh, well, thank you so much for having us out here today. Really appreciate you actually taking the time to talk to us. We're out here today with the illustrious District Attorney here of Cameron County. Do you prefer Louis or prefer Luis, sir?
Whatever you want to call me.
Mr. Luis Saenz, a nice gentleman, had the opportunity to speak with him before. Sir, we're talking about a couple of different interesting means to generate tax revenue here in the state of Texas. And one of the things that has been up for debate recently has actually been the eight-liner issue. How do you feel personally about that?
Personally, I mean, obviously, I've got a personal opinion, and I've got my, DA opinion. The DA opinion is that they're illegal, and as you know, for the last, 18, 20 months, we've been, taking down those illegal establishments. We made some very good progress. When I first came in January 2013, there was about anywhere from 80 to 100 places. We have now abolished most of them. We're down to a handful now, and these that are left have gone clandestine on us, have gone underground, moving into abandoned businesses or private homes. So we continued the battle against eight-liners. As the DA, our position is that number one, they're illegal, that gambling is illegal, that these places breed crime, and we've seen that since several instances where one of the players is upset because he or she loses $1,000 and brandishes a gun trying to get his money back, and they just breed crime. The second part of that is that these places that have been going underground, as we can call them, is that we would not know about these places, but for the public is the one that calls us office and advises us where these places are hiding out, and that tells me that they don't want them in their neighborhood, and they don't want them there because of the crime and other irregularities that it breeds. So on the legal side, as the DA, I must do my job, and that is to fight the gambling that is illegal, and we've done that. You asked for my personal opinion. Having seen this, I'm not here on the moral issue as to whether or not people should gamble. That is certainly, a personal choice, and we, as you know, we cannot legislate morality. But having seen what I've seen, and having talked to people on both sides of the issue, personally, I would not mind if the legislature would legalize them, put them on the island. For example, create a business district zone where they could all be located, where you could monitor them, where you could regulate them, where you could tax them, and obviously the proceeds maybe go to education or back into law enforcement. So on that side, I'm all for it. I wish the legislature would address the issue and settle it once and for all.
One of the interesting things is exactly what you're saying, is that different parts of the state have implemented different rules and settings. I know we have the proposal and I think enactment that's going to be coming up soon in Starr County. I know we reached out in this series to Harris County that they've been doing this for I think 10, 20 years already, where they have some kind of a system with the eight-liners that is allowed. And one of the big things that they talk about is that when they do, or since they have had legalized eight-liners, is some of the decline in some of the violent activity, because now it's monitored. There's police involvement. Now there's an officer outside of the location. Not only that, also like health hazards. There are all sorts of other factors that people don't take into account when they're in these quote unquote underground locations. Right. Some of the things that can happen and some of the risks that they have. Any other concerns in eight-liners here in Cameron County, things that you've seen? Have there been any suggestions or proposals in a positive way to bring these things about?
Not that I'm involved in, and I've not been approached about any positive approaches, but I certainly would be willing to discuss the issue with anybody that's interested in helping us resolve the matter. I mean, like I said, I'm not here to pass judgment on whether people should gamble or not. That's certainly a very personal choice. But I'm here to enforce the law, and if the law says that they're illegal, then I've got to do my job by, putting them out of business.
Well, you know what? And you're absolutely right. We're here on Open Word News, and this is actually Mr. Luis Saenz here, Cameron County DA. And thank you so much. For anything else you want to touch on this particular subject matter?
No, I'm glad that you're bringing it up. As you know, the legislature convenes, in about a month and a half, and I would hope that this would be one of the topics that would be discussed, and maybe they can resolve it once and for all of us.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're listening to OpenWordNews.com.